What's up, collective? Welcome back to the channel. Let's get into another reading. Hope you're having a good night, good day, good week. Thank you for your likes, reviews. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're not seeing my videos in your feed, you just need to check the channel or the community tab, and they're there. I post 2 to 5 times a day. Right. This is a general reading for every sign. Please only take what resonates and what's confirmation for you. If something is offensive, it might not be your message. It might be for somebody else. It might be for someone else. Enjoy the reading. Let's get into this. Let's see what's going on in your collective energy. Narcissist. Okay. There's a narcissist that's full of themselves in the background here. Okay, they seem to be doing something in the mirror. They could be doing some kind of mirror magic or watching somebody in the mirror or some sort of reflection, window, or any place where they can see themselves. They're being full of themselves there. Someone is not figuring themselves out still sexually, and you can expect to hear from this person, whoever this is. Okay, it might pertain to the reading. All right. What's going on with this narcissist? Okay, it looks like this narcissist is getting backfire for trying to sacrifice something or someone who's enlightened, who is waiting for something, maybe to be with their family. This narcissist is experiencing panic and fear and delays because of that, with the 8 of Wands in reverse. Something could be happened on a highway. Something could have happened on a highway in a vehicle to someone. This person is under judgment and they're in some sort of poverty. This King of Wands, who has a false image, this energy continues to come out in the upright, but it's a false image. This person is in a 5 of Pentacles. They're struggling spiritually and financially. They're under judgment here, and there's something going on with some kind of spiritual whoring. There's a lot of images here of people without clothes on. Okay. This group doesn't want something to be over. They're very sad that something is over. Okay, that they're in a 5 of Pentacles and they have to uphold this false image. This narcissistic energy cannot tell the truth about what's really happening in their life, and they're in spiritual poverty and financial poverty. They're having anxiety, fear, nightmares, prison possibly. Hell, with the angels here, serious judgment. The spiritual realm knows what this energy is doing. Anybody could be an earth sign, air, fire sign, Taurus, Gemini, or Scorpio, Sagittarius. Anybody could be these signs. Something could be significant about a church as well. There's also this Virgo Libra who is possibly telling the truth about stalking and going through something similar here. The back is turned. This person's back is turned. The Scorpio Sag's back is turned to the whole situation. Even this feminine here. The back is turned to the spiritual whore and the feminine. Okay. They could be stalking a high priestess. Okay. Who's not figuring themselves out sexually. They could want this energy. This energy could be confused sexually or not sure what they want to do sexually, and they could be trying to tap into somebody's energy with Cancer placements to try to swap destiny. Or they could be trying to bind their confused self to somebody who's not confused, because that's what the devil wants these things to do. The devil wants them to spread confusion and lies. So that's why their Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. They're out of control. They're losing control of something. Wow. Devil, Three of Swords, and Death. They want to attach spirits to this Cancer, Scorpio, Libra, Capricorn, Air, Fire, maybe a Scorpio, Sag, maybe a Gemini. Anybody could be these signs. And they want to attach spirits. If you're in the upright, they want to attach spirits to you. Okay, they want to offer you up to the devil here. That's what I see. They're suffering for doing this. More cards about them getting karma and suffering. Again, Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about bad luck and karma. They're guilty of something. They're guilty. They're being punished, whether it's in this realm or in the spiritual realm, for doing something to cause fear and anxiety and possibly death to people, suffering and death. And they have to, in order to relieve themselves of this karma, they have to keep spreading this here. But they're getting punished every time they do it. They're in a Five of Swords energy though, so it's like they don't care how many times they get punished, they keep coming back. They're bothering Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn. Okay, this Robata in reverse. This is a spirit that has been here a few times and they're suffering. They've had many losses. Whoever's hosting this spirit could be in reverse. Okay, because somebody doesn't want to work with them. They're lusting. Okay, after Scorpio, Capricorn, Cancer energy, fire energy, air, Pisces energy, Aquarius energy. They could be lusting after this here, or they could be this sign. Okay, they want money. Okay, we have Taurus as well. Any of these signs could be getting justice for something this group did to you. And there's a child in reverse possibly that they were lusting after, or a very happy, vibrant person with a new beginning and a new life ahead of them. This person was watching their back. They were a little suspicious. Okay, they're trying to think of new ways to communicate about a situation with the Page of Swords here. This person is ready to defend themselves. Because again, there's an energy that keeps returning with emotional baggage and the inability to move on and heal. They could be going to a child and you're watching them and they're carrying wands to this child here for their new beginning. This person could be put to rest with the Four of Swords, or laid to rest, put to rest, sick, okay, on a deathbed, or arrested. Somebody is looking into this though, okay? Because of what's happening, there's some kind of communication coming from two people or a single person, possibly about a car or something going on, maybe some kind of physical something. Something is going on. They could be doing something to your body, or you could be feeling, there could be some kind of crime being done against you from this group, okay? And they're being investigated because there's communication happening between two people, possibly about a Taurus, okay, or a Leo, Aquarius, Cancer, any of these signs. Anybody could be these signs, but you have to keep blocking these wands. It's like somebody keeps trying to send you these wands and you're saying no. No. Okay, somebody's coming back into your life, or you'll be hearing from someone. And again, this lower Taurus energy is plotting. Taurus, Gemini could be plotting, okay, for energy, sex. Okay, they want to betray here. Somebody has Aquarius placements and they're going to jail, or they're in jail. That's it. That's where they're going. That's where they're headed. That's where they're going to be for a long time. Whatever they're doing is very bad to the collective. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Somebody could have a terrible ending in jail. Okay, or They could be trapped. They could be playing the victim and having a terrible ending, painful ending here. The 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. This is 18 swords plus 7. My God, 25 swords. This person could be gone already. Okay, they could be gone already, or just they're just near it. Okay, and then some type of plan is going to pursue, because this energy is blocking. Okay, they're doing something to block, and we're blocking too. We're maintaining control, but they won't stop doing something here. That's why the authorities have to get involved. The authorities might have found somebody dead. Okay, clarifying, the authorities might have found somebody dead in a trunk or in a car or something. Somebody could be pulling someone. Somebody could be unresponsive. They're trying to get somebody to respond in their mouth. They're trying to put air in their mouth. Okay, something is going on. They're trying to bring somebody back here. They're trying to perform maybe CPR. Okay, that's what I see here. Clarify they found somebody, please. Something is not public about this situation. A Cancer, Gemini, Leo could be significant. They got some kind of backfire for sacrificing someone here. Maybe a Virgo. Maybe they did something to a Virgo, or they tried to tap somebody's inheritance. But this is not their friend. This is not someone here. They could have been doing this for a Pisces, Aries, or a Taurus. Could be involved as well. You can be any of these signs in the upright. Okay, but somebody's going to be happy here. Somebody wants to meet up and be together. Okay, and they're working. Okay, this is a working family or a group. Okay, and there's something going on here with fire and water. Ancestors are really, they have to keep approaching this group spiritually, because there's a lot of spiritual junk going on with the Magician in reverse, and God and the ancestors are here. Whatever they're doing, it is bad, and they're trying to, again, more ancestral and godly presence, very upset, okay, and defending and taking action. Somebody is doing something here that goes against your beliefs and who you are as a person, and they're very paranoid and on edge about it. They're confused, they're causing confusion, they're having chaos, they're causing chaos. Whatever they're experiencing, they're projecting this out into the energy. Okay, when somebody just wants to progress and move on, there's a Scorpio, Libra, air, fire, earth, energy, feminine maybe, a Gemini possibly. Okay, a mother. Okay, a Taurus in reverse. Doing something to Sag, doing something to this positive fire, earth energy. Okay, around your home, in your community, maybe to a young person in your life or a child. Okay, somebody is trying to decide what to do. Somebody is trying to adapt to a new community or a new home or an opportunity that they want. They're trying to adapt here. What are they struggling with? Maybe an Aries in reverse could be bothering this energy. Okay, something suddenly happened here with the Tower card. Some sort of destruction. A fight, a dispute, an argument. And somebody is avoiding something, okay? This Leo Virgo was involved. This King of Pentacles is usually in reverse. They're doing something to people's children. And this Cancer Leo is also false. This is an older person and a younger person doing something to and another young earth sign. This could be a sibling doing something to a family. They want to cause some sort of tower. They want to project their tower onto someone who is just trying to avoid problems and do the right thing. Okay, but this Capricorn is trying to possess them. There's a Capricorn, there's a Scorpio, Aries, there's a fire sign. There's a Cancer, Leo, Virgo that's trying to put, all of them are trying to possess and dominate this young energy in a family. Okay, because somebody's star is rising around this person, or this person's star is rising, or a group of people's star is rising. And again, this Aries and Virgo in reverse this is grape energy, grapist energy, very aggressive and tyrant, violent, and karmic energy. The Emperor in reverse could be a psychopath. The Emperor in reverse, somebody who abuses their power and takes advantage of people and hurts them. Something like that is going on, possibly with some younger people in your energy. You have a sex worker here, could be significant. Somebody is guilty, a sister is on the run, refusing to change. Don't tell them your business. A J name could be significant, first, middle, or last name. A co-worker is a hoe. Something could be going on with that. They could be doing that. They want to make something disappear, make it disappear or something. Somebody is going back to jail in this reading. Wants you to believe the lies they tell you, somebody here. A Capricorn, anybody could have Capricorn placements. Text me. Middle East could be significant. Middle East could be significant. Wants to blend families. Somebody wants to blend families. And maybe a delivery person is in reverse. When they got a text or something happened. Some kind of, I'm picking up like somebody was lying in a text message and something happened to this person suddenly. They can curse people through words. Remember, curses are words. And if they want to use a text to do that, they could. So something like this could have happened because somebody wanted to blend families with them. Health and wellness, pets, and work in reverse. Somebody is attacking somebody's health and wellness, their pets, and their work. With witchcraft or something, like maybe physically. They're having a decrease in spiritual ranking for doing this. They could be going to the cage, okay? To jail. They can't do something in the bedroom. They can't reverse these drug charges. They're trying to cause memory spells to make people forget about what they did in the car. Foaming at the mouth, somebody in the car maybe. He is still living with the karmic in reverse. Somebody is not still living with the karmic. They weren't on their level. They don't want to go back to jail dealing with this karmic. They're not attached to demons after a breakup. Somebody doesn't live across the street anymore. Angels are watching. They can't save themselves with this pile of clothes. They can't do it. A spirit could be trying to bind to your clothes. They do this, okay, because your clothes have your scent and your energy on it and your odor and stuff like that. And they want to use that some spirit on spiritual altars, okay? Coming your way soon, somebody. They're not doing moon rituals, or these moon rituals are not working because somebody is still coming your way. Somebody is not a coward. Maybe they were scared to do something. A place that starts with N could be significant. Somebody from a place that starts with N could be in reverse. Something is not happening next month for this copycat. You make it look easy in reverse. Somebody cannot copy you because it's not easy. Something is not easy for someone to copy. A statue could be in reverse. Somebody might need to remove statues, okay? Twins or triplets are in reverse. Somebody's. I'm sorry for anybody's loss. Something is hopeless. Okay, somebody's ungrateful here. Okay, this voodoo doll is not working because somebody still wants all of you forever. Somebody is trying to destroy someone's feelings for you. Somebody could be a water sign. Somebody could have water sign, earth placements, water, earth placements. Okay, they're trying to do something with an allergy. I talked about this earlier in a lot of readings, knock first. Somebody's trying to come into energy without knocking. This power couple's in reverse. Somebody had plenty of chances to tell the truth. Okay, they're trying to reverse a divorce. They can't watch you on the low anymore. They won't get the fuck out though. Excuse me. Somebody is a prisoner. Somebody won't get out. Low income. Somebody needs to move on with low. Somebody wants someone to move on that has low income in their life. Okay. And he or she is moving on in reverse. J, obsessed with your job. Somebody, first, middle, or last name. New York City could be significant. A young adult could be in reverse at an abandoned apartment or a house. Somebody is a sex worker. Okay. Somebody's trying to force guilt on your subconscious mind, possibly about a frat house. Environment where you work, basic physical health. Somebody is trying to reverse this. An ex-employee could be doing this. They're having a decrease in spiritual ranking. Someone is going to be contacting you very soon, but they don't want you to see that. Somebody's trying to reverse this assault and battery charge. Addicted to your love in reverse. Somebody's not addicted to someone's love. They're feeling bitchy. This water sign. They're mad because you don't want them back in reverse. Somebody is not mad. They're doing something to the Wi-Fi because they can't do a music video. They can't get this music video opportunity. A single female could be in reverse. Somebody wears wigs and weaves. Could be significant. Karmic X is stalking your new relationship. This person could be in reverse. They were running from the police. Something didn't happen immediately. This blocking of a union. They wanted somebody to choose them or else. They can't let you go. This person desperate for money or sex is in reverse. They're guilty. Somebody was not abusing them. They were lying. 1987 in reverse. Somebody can't find a good job. These flies. Someone didn't steal from you. But they did hurt people you love. This person could have also stole from you. They could be lying. Okay? They could have stopped you from finding a job, which is stealing. Okay? Somebody is very slick. Okay? They refuse to change. And what they want to do is pretend like they didn't take from you. But if they're stopping opportunity with witchcraft or something sneaky, then they are stealing from you. And somebody doesn't want to admit what they're doing. They don't want to admit it. Okay? Low income in reverse. 2024 in reverse. Somebody is guilty of causing trauma. Okay, they're whispering something. This is some kind of witchcraft maybe. Whispering to pictures, mirrors, things like this. Let's see when these could come out. Something could be significant about sports in this reading. Sports. A statue, okay, is significant. Someone isn't hopeless about it. Bitchy is here. And somebody is not addicted to this. bitchy person, okay, who's refusing to change. They hurt people you love and they stole from you and they can't find a job. They did some kind of assault and battery they're trying to reverse. Okay, they could be getting questioned by authorities. Let's get a couple cards out of here. Somebody doesn't want to change. Toothpaste on the floor, okay? Toothpaste in reverse on the floor. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with T. Or something could be going on with their toothpaste. T in reverse, first, middle, or last name. Somebody could be in reverse. And it could have been the toothpaste or something else. Okay. This person was struggling with life here. And they were running from something. Running from something. And something could be going on with their teeth or the hygiene of the mouth or something like that. What did this person steal? What's going on here? The letter R could be significant. Public recognition. Somebody stole some kind of public recognition from the collective. Flamingos could be significant. Okay. Let's get another card here. Somebody took somebody's public recognition. Somebody said, that's mine. I want that. And they made sure you couldn't find a job or something. That's a form of stealing. Okay, this person could be in denial. More about this here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is some kind of hustle. This is some kind of hustle here. A bird could be in reverse. A bird could be in reverse. I'm sorry for anybody's loss. Maybe a big bird, like a parrot, a larger bird. This is some sort of hustle that somebody has. They can't enjoy their wealth because they're stealing. I stole from you. This person is not earning their money. They could be stealing inheritance. The Empress in reverse. Okay, somebody could be doing this with their clothes off. This person is sitting on a masked person. Somebody could be pregnant as well in doing this. They could be expecting and doing this. Somebody could have lost their child. Eight of Swords. Okay, somebody's going to jail. Or somebody is in jail. It's going to be public when this person is arrested or jailed. It's going to be public. It's going to be exposed. Somebody is trapped here. And this Eight of Swords, one more card. The Emperor in reverse. Okay, somebody cannot take this woman shopping. Okay, they cannot take this person out or something. This could be significant. Again, there's some kind of aggressive energy going on. Maybe with an older man, 50s or 60s, and a young girl. A younger girl. All right. Then we have Nine of Cups at the bottom. So there's some sort of ancestral interaction here. Maybe this ancestor is, this could be this karmic ancestor, is what I see today. It looks like this ancestor is kind of out of it. Like they're just kind of, they have money in their hand. Somebody could be giving an ancestor money in the spiritual realm. And maybe, I feel like an ancestor is using this karmic, okay, for some kind of ancestor money or food or something. And this karmic is getting they're getting played by this ancestor who could be saying, hey, I got a wish fulfillment for you, just feed me, just give to me. This could be a spirit, a demon or something. Or their literal ancestor that's not good. Using for public recognition. This person is hustling. Admire, okay? Somebody is admiring someone in this reading. They admire something about you. Your soul is preparing to reconnect. Trust this process. Okay, and then I have trust in reverse. There's an Empress in reverse that you don't trust, but there's somebody else that you do trust, that you admire. Okay, maybe there hasn't been a special moment yet. Okay, but you're open to something. You could be reading the Bible or a particular book. Okay, something is guiding you to this divine connection. Maybe you haven't physically embraced this person yet. Okay, or there's somebody who's not your yin and yang and you haven't embraced them yet. You don't trust this person. This could be an ex. You don't have emotions for this person. They cause too many illusions and traps. You don't find them to be remarkable. You have another connection here that's unbreakable. And maybe something is telepathic as well. The universe is not guiding you to a particular person. For some people, okay, that is not, somebody is not right for you and there's somebody who is. Okay, and maybe some sort of bond is growing stronger over time. Maybe something is taking time. There's some challenges that these karmics are putting into the energy, but somebody is not lost in this labyrinth anymore. They don't have attraction to this karmic. Something is spiritual, a spiritual journey is beginning, and they're gaining enlightenment. They're gaining enlightenment. They recognize that they're one with the divine, that this is a spiritual journey, and they're not lost anymore. They understand their telepathic gift somebody, and they don't honor this karmic. They have feelings that they're exploring for somebody else. Somebody's just really cleaning house, getting rid of this karmic energy. Some kind of trust with, what do we have? We have Earth in reverse, Gemini, Aries, and water. Pisces. Anybody could be these signs. What happened with this toothpaste? What happened with the toothpaste? Why is toothpaste? The toothbrush keep coming out. Something's going on with it. Okay, somebody is avoiding something about this toothpaste. Maybe someone with Libra placements, but ancestors are, they're making this person confused. This person did something, somebody with Libra placements did something in regards to this toothpaste. They're acting like they don't know what to do about it. They did something new, okay? They did something reckless. Libra Aquarius did something reckless to someone regarding toothpaste or a toothbrush. Maybe spiritual deposit or physical poisoning or something, or witchcraft. They're sending heavy sleep spells, so they're trying to cover this. Again, this King of Pentacles in reverse, a Leo Virgo does stuff with this Aquarius. They came out before in the other deck, very close together. This Ace of Swords in reverse, they confuse somebody about the toothpaste. They cause some kind of chaotic experience for this person. Okay, so that they can be excited. They did this so that they can have excitement in their life. And they can have happiness. Okay, so they sacrificed someone's fortune. Okay. They could have did this to a Taurus, Gemini, an air fire sign, a Leo, or a Cancer Leo. They could have did something to these people's toothpaste. This could be something that this person does regularly for their Wheel of Fortune and their upright energy, their honest energy to mask up as this person. Somebody's star was rising, okay, and they had an opportunity from God with the Ace of Pentacles, and then something happened. Five of Cups. Some kind of loss happened. And it has something to do with an air fire sign or a Taurus, Gemini, or a Scorpio. But some kind of major loss happened with the Five of Cups, and somebody is having grief and regret. A Virgo. Okay, they did something to this young earth sign. This Virgo in reverse did something to this young earth sign, and they could have used a Leo Virgo air sign to do it. Some kind of something sad happened to this person. They look sad. They look like they have an opportunity, but they look sad. Like they had to go through something to get it. Okay, some kind of witchcraft, magician in reverse. Somebody had to experience some kind of trauma. Okay, and then somebody walked away, Taurus, Aries. They had to save their money. Somebody had to save their money. They didn't want to be bothered with this witchcraft business. Okay, they had an opportunity here and they wanted to take it. Somebody was betraying them anyway, this Pisces, Aries, and this Aquarius in the background. Okay, ancestors were trying to say something about this. Okay, you could have been thinking of new ideas on how to stop this from happening. But it was something was traumatic for someone. This witchcraft was causing a lot of anxiety, maybe at night, maybe in the dreams, fear, a loss of hope, somebody giving up. Okay, and somebody just had to move on. Scorpio, air, fire, Capricorn, Taurus, Aries had to move forward. They maybe didn't want to leave somebody behind, but they were doing something with this Pisces, Aries, and they needed to tell you the truth with the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's some kind of backstabbing going on with somebody you thought you could trust. And they were involved with this Queen of Wands in reverse. They were doing something to maybe a high priestess in your life, somebody you have memories with, or somebody you're going towards, somebody you want to share your wealth with. Somebody's under judgment for interfering with this. And it could be astral projecting. It could be astral projecting and getting a headache from it. It's giving them a headache. Ancestor is really on this person's ass, just bothering them because they won't leave us alone. This person is restless. Okay, they won't rest. They won't stop with the overactive spiritual contact with this Aries. There's a Libra Aries that's very aggressive. And graping, they're astral projecting and graping is what I see here. And when they're done, they get harassed in the spirit for doing that, punished. Okay, and they need to move on. This Libra air after this spiritual rebellion. We have a Robata here that keeps returning. Fire Aquarius keeps returning to end somebody or something with this Libra fire maybe. Okay, they want somebody's protection, but they still can't progress. Like they get a little bit of protection, but they can't progress. So they're stuck. They've lost their relationship. They're trying to escape. They're disappointed that a relationship is over and somebody has a new home. Okay, they're not getting any public recognition and they're in jail. Again, something they're doing in the mirror is causing them to be locked up. Again, arrested in the spirit and looking at themselves, getting ready to get locked up. So that something can move forward here. This Two of Cups is being protected. The collective is being protected. Your money is. Your wisdom is. Okay, your memories. And this group is in the Ten of Swords. That's it. Ancestors are putting a painful ending to the ancestors are following this person. They have to, because they have to make sure this person doesn't hurt the collective any more than what they're really doing. This person is blind in the spirit. They're blind in these mirrors. They don't know what's going on because the devil is tricking them. They're just a puppet on a string here. Okay, this Scorpio Sag and this Cancer in reverse and this Taurus in reverse keep doing something to a Capricorn, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Taurus placement, Virgo placement. Okay? They're scared to sacrifice this group. They know that they're not going to get anything or they can't do it. Nine of Wands and strength. Somebody is showing so much persistence, so much strength and courage. Okay, this could be you or somebody around you. And there's this Cancer Gemini that is stalking a family with the Queen of Cups in reverse. They're very dependent and they don't want to let go. Somebody could be running from this Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Pisces energy. You could be running from this group to avoid any further conflict with them. Okay? Some kind of accident could have happened on a bike. This person is going towards a bike and then Chariot in reverse. It's possible a motorcycle lost control. An ancestor could have been present and seen something. Something happened quickly, yeah. Somebody was sending wands at a motorcycle. That's what this person is running to in this image, a bike. The bike in reverse came out yesterday. And with Chariot, something lost control. And maybe something happened. This Virgo Libra could have something to do with it. They don't want you to know. They're forcing sleep spells. They're forcing sleep spells and need to get out the energy. Get out the energy. They're having a tower. Having a tower. Having a tower. Somebody doesn't want to leave, but they don't want to deal with reality. They want to sit in the energy and not deal with reality. You don't want to deal with reality. Too bad. This is a real collective energy, and sorry about that. And they want me to kick. They want me to kick my camera over. This spirit is so evil and grotesque. They're seeking mercy from man. They refuse to go to God and have mercy and forgiveness. They're trying to find salvation through man. This is a temporary band-aid. Somebody needs to go to Jesus, go to God for real salvation and saving. They try to treat the collective like and sacrifice us. That's what they try to do. The answer is no. They're still deceiving someone with the moon card here. They could be working with mermaid spirits. But it looks like this mermaid spirit is having some sort of ending. Like they're drowning, or it looks like this person is drowning. Something is significant about a drowning, a motorcycle accident, a car accident, and ancestors getting in reverse about this. There's something somebody did so that they can have this inheritance. With the Nine of Pentacles, but ancestors, they're getting in reverse with this group, particularly this Empress in reverse. You don't want to work with this person because of a drowning, maybe, or because of something they're doing regarding money or a child. This person could be doing something promiscuous while they're pregnant. You're trying to get away from this person here, somebody. This could could be a baby mother that doesn't care if they're pregnant or not. They're still going to do some kind of promiscuous work. This is a fallen angel. We have Capricorn, Sag, Taurus, Pisces, Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Could be getting approached, this mature woman could be getting approached by a young Scorpio Libra. This person is, they don't have any good intentions for this Queen of Pentacles, who could be enjoying their fruits of labor and making plans to do something. This person is aware of this, maybe Scorpio, Libra, Sag, Capricorn, Taurus, and reverse Pisces energy. And they're recovering from something they did to them. They're recovering and they have consciousness and awareness. Okay, there's a Taurus still trying to get money here as somebody's justice. Okay, Ten of Wands, they're doing a lot. They're burnt out. Okay, for somebody's Ace of Cups, it's not theirs. Something is over for this group, the World card. Something is complete and the collective is having success. There's no way this group could have success pulling cards like that. They just can't. They need to leave the collective alone and stop harassing. Somebody could have an ancestor that they feel like is not helping them. This is possible. Let's see what's on the other side of these cards. We have desperate for money and sex in the card. Someone is not divorced and they're doing this. They had plenty of chances to tell you the truth. They need to knock first before they come in. A power couple, he or she is abusing me. And there's money spells. Could be money spells or memory spells happening regarding this group. Who's doing memory spells on the collective? A fire sign in reverse that can't come up with any other creative ways to get out of their situation. Okay, this air fire sign is under judgment. Something is not fated. Some kind of meeting is not fated. And they're not seeing signs and synchronicities. This air fire sign in reverse. Okay, this player, somebody doesn't want to be a player. They're committed. They're not trying to charm you. A Taurus could be significant. Okay, somebody could have gotten a divorce or they're not married. Something happened in this toxic relationship, they had to let it go. And there's someone that they want to go back to. Something is not over. Okay, but there's something deceiving going on with the Moon card. Something shocking and unusual about this. Okay, so maybe this Chariot in reverse again, somebody lacking discipline and authority. And someone is really surprised that someone is lacking discipline and authority. A Cancer placement. Okay, somebody's music, something happened to them. They did something to the music. This Cancer in reverse. This Trobata in reverse. Pisces as well. Someone doesn't have addictions anymore. They're not obsessing about anything anymore. Devil in reverse. Capricorn could be significant. And there's this Pisces here. Okay, trying to walk into this person here, maybe to offset some sort of addiction again. They could be threatening somebody's music. Again, it could be, again, the chariot, some kind of car accident may have happened. Something reckless happened here. Aquarius could have had something to do with it. And this Taurus, Aries. And Aquarius, not being able to get out of a situation that they're stuck in. So they're stalking. Maybe somebody in their car. These people are near a car. There could be a couple in reverse. And they're spiritually spying on them. Because they want this couple or this individual's justice. Somebody cannot get a divorce until they sacrifice somebody or something like that. Like they can't get something finalized. Or somebody won't sign the papers or something like this is going on. Okay, they're not communicating, but somebody doesn't want to separate permanently. 3 of Wands in reverse because they won't progress. There's something about this judgment that's going to destroy this person's life. They don't have a wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups in reverse. And ancestors are getting in reverse with them again about a drowning or something that took place. They want to reverse this drowning. Okay, but there's a Taurus Gemini that know about this and are not going to allow, or a Scorpio, addiction, a Capricorn, or a Sag, Taurus Gemini, that could know about this drowning maybe. Somebody could be involved with the law with the King of Swords. Ancestor also is concerned about this drowning. A new love in somebody's life is concerned about this drowning. Something is being public about this. Somebody going to jail for this drowning is public. This Cancer Leo in reverse is involved in trying to take away somebody's public recognition, which came out on the flamingo card. That's what they want. They're not getting it. They're also going to jail with this person. They're trying to bind to this energy, this Ace of Pentacles in reverse as well, and this 5 of Swords, which will do anything to stay out of jail. I don't know if that's good because the collective is still has inheritance, and they're doing spell work for that inheritance with the Magician in reverse. They won't change. Again, it's going to be Scorpio energy, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody is going on a date with their new love here, and the spiritual whore is disappointed that somebody actually had a spiritual awakening and is going in the right direction. You're balanced with whoever this is. You're balanced. You see eye to eye. You're able to heal and move forward with each other. And your intuition is telling you this is the one. Now, there's this wicked Virgo Libra and this Earth sign in reverse who they go around and they force couples to make them another option. They go around and disturb marriages. They break up homes. Now they lost their home because we released them and we're healed. So we're improving. We're progressing. And this group is struggling. They're struggling, collective. Again, Empress in reverse is heavy in the energy, this lower earth energy. Virgo in reverse. Okay, you don't want to be in a third party with this group. You don't want to deal with snakes. Okay, maybe there's a child that you care about. Maybe 2 children. Maybe somebody older and younger. This group is trying to destroy our children, for some of us. This group can't read in between the lines that this is not working, this is not it. They're in regret, finally. This group is guilty and in regret. They know they made the wrong choice. They're trying to apologize. And the collective said, no, it's over. This is done. This is ended. This is over. You have hurt me enough. Okay, I want to work with somebody else. You're not my person, that they're saying to this group. And the collective, again, is avoiding a painful ending, and nothing can get worse than what this shit is here with this dead spirit, this fire Gemini energy. And Pisces in reverse, my goodness, they're all wearing masks and lying. This group, yeah, the Hierophant in reverse, very unorthodox. Okay, they need God's forgiveness. They don't have education. Some of these people, they could be lacking education. They could be jealous, okay, because you're going towards a better option. And you know you deserve better. You were unhappy with this group and you're not scared anymore. And that's a problem. They want you in fear. You're going towards somebody you want in your inheritance right here. Something could be significant about apples as well. This is just lust. Whatever is back here is lust. It's not serious, and somebody cares about being with their family, and their ancestors are important to them. God is important to them, and they love their children. They don't want to sell out their children like this group is trying to force people to do. Something is not going to blow up. Something is not going to catch fire. That's what I see here at this party. You have Page of Cups, maybe a birthday party. Somebody was trying to cause some kind of fire or explosion at a birthday party of maybe a water sign or a fire sign. They want somebody to forget about something. In case somebody goes to court or something like that, they want someone to forget about what happened. They're saying, just forget about what happened. Don't worry about it anymore. What are you worried about? Let it go. Let these crimes go. Somebody really wants someone to not talk. Alright, I'm gonna get one more deck or read the book. More cards out of here and close out the reading of this deck. Okay, somebody keeps trying to reverse the collective. Okay, they don't want you to see something. What's this on the floor? Power couple on the floor. Somebody doesn't want you to see something here. Somebody thinks they're a power couple. Somebody could be sick in bed. Somebody could have gotten really hurt. Maybe their legs or something. Somebody is really hurt. They had a bad accident or something. And they want to reverse the collective. Somebody can't run anymore. Okay, something happened to somebody's knees or their legs or something. And they're in a lot of pain. Okay, somebody could have lost their life here with Tree in reverse because of what they did to somebody's toothpaste. The letter O could be significant. R in reverse. Rue. This name comes out sometimes. Rue could be also represent a child. Or is here. Oreo. These initials could be significant. Again, G. Grow. Someone is not playing anymore. Okay, they're more serious. They could be reading something. Okay, a dog could be significant. Somebody could have a dog, or somebody could be reading about dogs, learning about dogs or cats, pets, animals. Maybe somebody wants to be a veterinarian. This could be significant. Or a veterinarian could be significant. Okay. star is rising with whatever they're reading about, whatever they're learning about. It's coming into fruition. Somebody's getting attention for it. But something could be going on with cheese. The letter U, first, middle, or last name could be significant. Okay, we have Capricorn here. Somebody is not cleaning or sweeping something. This Capricorn, and the star is rising, which could lead to some sort of accident because their spirits. I said this earlier. This fly keeps trying to go in my mouth. Let me tell you something. Who is doing this shit? These things are crazy. They're absolutely crazy. They want this fly to go in my mouth. It's got some kind of spirit on this fly trying to make it go in my mouth. These people are getting locked up if they're not already. Alligator could be significant. A or P, P in reverse. Some reptile energy could be doing this. Maybe a Capricorn could be doing this. Gap could be significant. Some kind of a gap is also the name of a demon. Could be significant. Pagan. Agape could be significant. Page. A water sign in reverse is doing something. Okay, to avoid a funeral here. Some sort of ending. They're being blocked to be doing something to somebody's house. First, middle, or last name L in reverse. Okay, they're doing something with the lower region of this child in the mirror. It's not good. The first, middle, or last name I could be significant. First, middle, or last name with the initial I. Long Island could be significant. Ill, somebody could be ill because they won't stop. Okay, they can't sacrifice somebody in a mirror, maybe a boy. Okay, and this child is in reverse here. Somebody. This is actually Rue, the character from this card, and a child is in reverse. Multiple children in reverse. Okay, C in reverse. First, middle, or last name. Cecil, something that sounds like that. Bottle in reverse. It wasn't the bottle. Whatever this was, it wasn't the baby bottle. It wasn't something the baby was drinking. We have maybe two children in reverse. First, middle, last name C, B in reverse, L, N. Somebody is, they can't lie about something here. Or they're not lying about this child in reverse or children in reverse. Maybe two. Lion is here. A Leo could be significant. Something about cupcakes. Eating cupcakes. Maybe at a children's party or something could be significant. There's no justice for what happened with these cupcakes. Somebody was maybe playing in the tree or on the tree. M could be significant. D, K. Somebody is cooking in the kitchen. Somebody is baking. Somebody could bake. It looks like this person is baking. And a parent betrayed their child right here. Parent betrayed their child. K, M could be significant. This person is now slowed down now. Sluggish, having delays. Banana in reverse. They're not eating bananas. Or a fruit. Hamster in reverse. H, first, middle, or last name to start with H. Could be in reverse. Anna. Nana. Something's going on in the truck again. Truck is back out. Somebody allergic to peas. What's going on in this truck? Eagle in reverse. Her name starts with E. First, middle, or last name. Eel in reverse. E. Okay, C and B. A fire sign or something's going on with pizza. Okay, they can't do something with pizza in the chair. They can't cause some kind of inappropriate, maybe bothering of the lower region. Okay, this fire sign or a fire happened. Okay, somebody could have gone near a window. Something could have happened near a window when there was a fire. Okay, and maybe, I'm sorry, this child was betraying their parent. And like I said yesterday, it's in reverse. The parent didn't see it, but now they see it. Something about a window. They're using a window to tempt somebody. They're doing something in the window of a house, a car. They're watching this person through the window here and trying to reverse this person, or they did. Okay, but the child is in the upright. Somebody's in reverse. F could be significant. T. They're doing something in the bed with the child. Yawn, when the child is sleepy. They're making the child sleepy. The sleep spells, making them go to bed. Okay? Z, which is like sleepy. Z in reverse, first Z, first, middle, or last name is in reverse. Okay, this, they couldn't get this parent to betray the child. This liar is in reverse. They gave somebody an allergic reaction. Somebody had an allergic reaction. Z, first, middle, or last name. X could be significant. Q in reverse. Queen in reverse. The letter U or D could be significant. U or D. Duh. Ducks. Seal in reverse. Seal. A name that starts with S, first, middle, or last name, or C is significant. And one more card. Attractor. Attractor. Somebody's saying attract her. Bring her towards you. Put her on a plane. There's an airplane here. Somebody wants someone to get on a plane. They have intentions, bad intentions here. Somebody could have cancer placements. And something could also be significant about a farm. Something could happen to someone on a farm. And again, more marine spirits that somebody could be offering up. They look happy and they're in reverse. So maybe they're going to hit up crab's nest. Crab usually doesn't come out in reverse. But maybe they're thinking about this. Imagine offering up a seahorse. I mean, these things are crazy. They'll do anything in the spirit. Anything. Anyway, collective, that's your reading.